Hey you, how's it going? My name is Ruby Price and welcome to A Week Ago. The new Week Ago is already out. I've slept in, but I have a birthday present that I haven't opened yet. Thanks, Beth.
Happy birthday! Weird that you didn't put the footage from your birthday in until this week, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, I look like it's still my birthday. Oh, bubble wrap, my favourite.
Literally, when I opened it to take the receipt out, I was like, that is great bubble wrap. She's gonna be really happy with that bubble wrap.
I'm trying to get some, whatever it is, out.
Guesses?
That's a Doctor Who backpack. Oh, that's so cool. Go away, bubble wrap. You know what we needed. Oh mate, it's got a TARDIS thing. Oh, that's so cool.
This is
Entanglement hazard. Keep away from very young children.
Don't you mean quantum entanglement hazard?
No, I mean time. What?
Wibbly wobbly entanglement.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly entanglement. This is well cool. Thank you.
This is literally exactly what I wanted to get you, and then it was out of stock everywhere, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get something else that's really annoying, and then months later I found it on this website, and I was like, yes! Sold!
And
I buy this
later
now.
it arrived.
Yeah, it took forever to come. What's the fabric? Sometimes they have cool fabric on the inside.
And
I bet it's really boring now that I've said that.
it's bigger on the inside. Can confirm.
Good, because it's a mini backpack, so.
Yeah, TARDIS.
Nice. Oh, let it focus. Come on. Cute.
Yeah. The front bit's a bit unusable because there's currently like a foam pad in there. I might have to see if that's detachable.
It's the right. I just dropped the camera. I'm so great at this. It's amazing that I spent the whole vlog week not dropping the camera, honestly.
Because it's still coming up over a week after the debate was had. Reheated pizza. It's the only version of pizza to have other than the hot pizza you get in the first place. So I am doing my first ever YouTube live stream tonight. By which I mean my first ever live stream on YouTube. Because obviously, you know, I do live streams for the If On Good Talk podcast, so, you know, it's not technically my first live stream, but anyway, like this one is actually, you know, a Q&A, AMA, whatever you want to call it, bullshit. Just like a little hangout thing, yeah. If you didn't come to the live stream, you'll have to come to the next Monday Night Ruubez, which is very clearly a play on Monday Night Raw, because obviously I am the only person who can combat the wrestling. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know when the next one's gonna be. It'll be on a Monday, but I don't know when it'll be. And then obviously, like, you know, if you did come along, let me know in the comments how you thought it went. Let me know in the comments if you didn't come along and why you didn't come along. Like, you know, you're just not interested in like, YouTube live streams. Is there like a more specific live stream that I could do that you would watch? Please let me know. This is called market research. There's just over 15 minutes to go until the first Monday Night Ruubez. Yeah. I am bricking it that nobody's gonna turn up because, well, it's the first live stream and we're in something of a video on demand era, so why would people, you know, decide to come for a specific time when usually you can get things whenever you want? But I'm just, yeah, I just don't want to be sat here, like, you know, on my own, chatting to nobody. And I'm worried that that's going to be the case. But you never know. It might go well. Who knows? Honestly, I'll be happy if there's 5 people here. And as long as they're active in the chat, asking me questions, that's all I can ask for. At least I'll look good, you know. There's 5 people waiting in the chat. There's 5 people waiting. There's 6 people waiting. Also, you've got a spanner by your name because you're an admin of the, like, you know, comments.
Do I feel fancy?
Yeah. Well, there are people in. I think it's time that I can join. I'm just gonna wait until I get some acknowledgement. Hello, welcome to the first ever, like, Ruby Price YouTube live stream. I'm calling it Monday Night Rubes because clearly I am the only thing that could possibly compete with Monday Night Raw. So, you know, it's time for the pile driver equivalent of YouTube live stream. So this is a Q&A. For the most part, I'm going to say, you know, there's very few things that are off limits. Obviously, you know, if you're asking me transphobic stuff, I'm going to completely ignore that and hope that, you know, it gets moderated. Cough cough, Bethany, please remove comments like that. But other than that, I'll be around for like an hour or so, maybe longer depending on how, you know, things are going. And yeah, so who's in the chat currently? Well, Beth's there. Hey Beth. Hey April. I hope you're enjoying that cup of tea and watching your daughter's terrible driving in Roblox. Hey Mel, glad you made it. Obviously, as I've said, this is a Q&A and AMA, so this requires some questions in the chat. So, you know, send some questions. Let your friends know that you're here as well, because the more people we get in, the better this is going to go and the more likely it's going to resume. I believe my mum's watching. Hi mum. Hi mum, I'm famous. Oi oi. Hi vlog. Love you vlog. Hello. Hello. Hi vlog. Help me, I'm stuck in a YouTube live chat. But yeah, whilst I'm just letting this play out, you know, I'd say like, share, comment, subscribe, but sharing this isn't really, you know, going to be a thing. I'm currently considering putting these on like a second channel, as I've explained in this a week ago. I say as I tap my vlogging camera. I'm considering putting them into a separate channel because if I put a live stream on and there haven't been that many views, the algorithm's going to be like, okay, your next video we're not going to promote at all. So I'm considering putting them on a different channel. But either way, I want to create something that's like, you know, with these live streams, I want people to come and experience them live, if that makes any sense. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I've got a Patreon if you'd like to support me over there. I've got a coffee, and links are on in the description. I've got a coffee, and follow me on social media. It's at Ruubez on pretty much everything. Ruubez001 on Instagram. But yeah. Oh man, I had so much fun during that live stream. Big thanks to everyone that came along to watch it. And yeah, Monday Night Rubes will return. I'm not sure when, but it will happen. Maybe November. You know, we are halfway through October now. Maybe that's when they can happen. Maybe I could do them on a bi-weekly basis. Maybe. I don't want to go weekly, because weekly's really often. But bi-weekly, fortnightly would be the term. Let me know. So the new Dirty song was pretty good. I was sort of hoping for something a bit more oomph, given it was Annie Mac's hottest record, but yeah. It's called Cool Girl. It's out now. It's the lead single from her debut album, which is coming out next year, called Build a Problem. And I'm already working on a rock cover arrangement of it that won't go anywhere, but, you know, it can accompany my rock version of, what was it? Would You Be So Kind, that I started working on, I think it was 2018, but yeah. Okay, maybe it was mid-2019. It's been that long, I can't remember, but, you know, I started working on that and stopped, and I started working on this, but hopefully I won't stop, because it's fresher in my mind. and it's also a new song, so it might be worth doing a cover of, but who knows? Who knows? So there is some sort of loose plan today to do some dog walking with Abby, just to hang out in a socially distant and COVID compliant sense, walking some doggos. But there's no set time yet, so we'll find out when that happens. But until then, I'm gonna continue working on that Dodie cover that I mentioned last night, because I started it and I think it sounds pretty cool. Don't know if I'm gonna do vocals. No. I can't say. So unfortunately, the walk with the doggos has been postponed. It's a shame, but you know, these things happen. But yeah, I guess that means that now I no longer have any plans for today, so who knows what to do? Who knows what's going to happen? Currently what's happening is food. I am making food because I'm hungry, and I should have probably had breakfast when I got up rather than recording the rhythm guitar, lead guitar and bass parts for, you know, a cover that's not going to happen. It's just not. I can't pull that off.
We don't need a democrat. We need to end capitalism.
So over the next 3 days we're undertaking the greatest movie marathon of all time, the Lord of the Rings extended editions. But because people have to work, we're doing it day by, well, movie and day by movie and day. So tonight we're watching The Fellowship of the Ring, tomorrow Two Towers, Thursday Return of the King. That one's going to be a long one, because the standard edition is long enough. But yeah, we ain't no quitters. It's been like a year and a half since, maybe a year and 3 or 4 months since the last time I watched all 3 movies. And I make an effort to do it at least once a year. Need snackos. Until tomorrow, where we get to watch the best one. Look, I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I did get a pass with distinction for my masters. I just got the results. My dissertation was a distinction as well. Holy fucking shit. I'm happy. So obviously, you know, getting the news of my results today would be better if like proper celebrations could be had. So like when everyone's just been saying, oh, how are you celebrating? I'm currently just saying watching the Two Towers extended edition, because there isn't really anything else I can currently do. The irony is, like, under normal circumstances my graduation would be next month, and I do really want like a real graduation ceremony. Like, you know, the last thing I currently want is like a virtual one over Zoom or whatever, or Microsoft Teams I guess it would probably be, because unis are moving towards that. Yeah, it's a shame, but you know, circumstances being what they are, you know, now I can update my CV to be like grade distinction rather than grade TBC regarding my participatory culture and social media masters. So, you know, I can at least look at more things in the job market. Right now, I'm not looking for the job, I'm looking for a job, but the job would be nice. It's just a shame that my CV currently is tailored towards the job.
Jake's pretty bird.
Night 2. It's the best one. Wrong. Two Towers, it's just the best movie. Helm's Deep is like, you know, one of my favourite set pieces. Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep. So it might be 1:45. I think it's time for breakfast. Yeah. I was in the shower and I miss baths. I miss baths a lot. It's something you don't notice until you're living in a house without a bath, that you miss baths. And it's like for the people who are like, oh, baths are just a waste of water. The amount of time I have to shower because of the things I have to do in a shower would be nullified if I was in a bath. It would take the same amount of time. Also, baths are more relaxing. You're not stood up for however long. Common question, showers or baths? Missed baths by a country mile. So it's quite unfortunate really that, you know, this is the period where I'm doing my actual job hunting, other than sending out lots of emails and stuff, like getting in touch with contacts. There's not really much I can do other than, you know, check the listings every day and, you know, apply to what I think's relevant or what's doable. And it's, you know, other than that, what else am I supposed to do? And now it's time to finish what we started on Tuesday with The Return of the King, extended edition. Best trilogy ever. Certainly the most consistent. So today is the day that me and Ian are celebrating our anniversary, because it would be Monday, but work and potential tier 3s and stuff like that, and just, you know, Mondays, we're doing it tonight. So we are going to a restaurant and we're gonna celebrate being together for a year, which was really fucking nice. Yeah. So yeah, this entire week, well basically since the table got booked, I've just constantly been like keeping an eye on the news regarding any, you know, lockdowns and stuff that would affect the table booking, because, like, you know, I've never had like a relationship anniversary before. I've never had a relationship this long. Never really had a proper relationship. But, you know, I've been so excited for this day that, like, you know, it's but fortunately everything's good to go. Yeah. In fact, someone was on the radio today saying, like, there's not enough evidence to suggest that Kirklees should be put into a tier 3 lockdown, so, you know, at least for this weekend, things are fine. I mean, they're not fine. I saw last weekend that they are not fine, just based on the way that people are behaving in town, but what are you gonna do? So, you know, things are safe as people want to consider it, as far as the officials want to consider it, even though the officials could possibly be wrong. So yeah. And yeah. Mostly I just wanted an excuse to look pretty, and I currently do. Yeah. This is the kind of look that, you know, makes me think, oh, why don't I film a video? And not have anything to film videos about currently, so yeah. Well, my first anniversary is going great so far. Very great. Had a vegan jack pizza, had 2 peach and spritzes, and now we've got alcohol, ice cream, Skittles, pretzels. It's gonna be a good Friday night. Drink responsibly, kids. Well, drink responsibly, everyone, but also kids. In fact, kids don't drink. Because what are Saturdays for, if not for having lazy days where you get up out of bed after 12, have breakfast, and then just sit on a sofa watching Game of Thrones and movies and stuff all day. Sounds like the perfect Saturday to me. Which is why it is now Sunday. Yeah, sorry about that. I was completely wiped out yesterday, and I was on the sofa for pretty much the entire day. We watched episodes 2 and 3 of Series 8 of Game of Thrones. I can't remember what the second episode's called, but then it was The Long Night, and what most people refer to as the Battle of Winterfell. Both, in my opinion, still really good episodes. Episode 2 of that is one of the strongest of Series 8, because it ties so many loose knots, it creates so many great character moments, and it really sets you up to carry the tension of The Long Night, because you spend the whole episode thinking, okay, which of these is going to die, and you know, I think the entire internet knows what happened in the Battle of Winterfell. I have no issue with the way that it was done. I have no issue with the way it ended. I don't think that it was too dark is a valid criticism. The darkness is an actual, you know, device. It's not there because, oh, I can't be arsed lighting a set. It's there because, no, the darkness is there to carry the atmosphere, and, you know, everything that needs to be lit up is lit up. If you don't see something, it's because you're not supposed to see something. Yeah, and I think that half of the people who were complaining about, you know, it not being able to see it were, you know, watching it in an environment that's not really suitable for watching content like that. And also, Game of Thrones, as I've noticed in this rewatch, has always been really fucking dark. You know, no one cared about that. No one cared about it back then. The majority of complaints that people have about Series 8 existed before Series 8. It existed before Series 4. But, you know, who cares about that? If you were one of those people that signed the petition to get Series 8 reshot and scrapped from existence, then you are an idiot. I don't imagine that people watching this are those kind of people. But whether you thought it was good or bad, you know, just because you didn't like it doesn't mean that it should be reshot. The same goes for Star Wars Episode 8. The same goes for Star Wars Episode 9. I hated Star Wars Episode 9. But I don't want it to be redone. I fucking loved Star Wars Episode 8. I think it's one of the best Star Wars pieces of material. Yeah. But yeah, we watched those two. We watched Collateral, film with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. That was really good. Like, I've known it existed because my mum's watched it a couple of times, and I've seen like a tiny clip from it, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm too young to understand. And then yesterday, my partner Ian was like, oh, shall we watch this? And I was like, I don't know. So we watched Collateral, and that was a really good thriller. A really, really good thriller. What else? I was on a bit of a Frank Guy and the Rattlesnakes hype, so I watched all of their Blossom re-release track by tracks. I watched The Year of the Snake. I watched the Pure Love Hurricane documentary thing, I think it was. And then Summer of the Snakes 2018. Yeah, I didn't even watch qualifying yesterday, which is interesting because I am hosting the race review of Grid Talk today. So yeah, there's certainly something happening today. I have a race to watch and I have a podcast to host, and so that's going to be interesting.
George Russell now qualifies Sebastian Vettel at the Ferrari, and it's lights out and away we go for the Portuguese Grand Prix, and Hamilton ahead of Bottas.
That was a race I just didn't want to finish. It was so good. There was definitely potential for it to be even better. You know, there was action all the way throughout the race, and honestly, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. I want to see the circuit come back. I want to see more circuits like this. Yeah. It was really, really good. I'm excited to talk about it on my first ever race review podcast. Like, that I've been hosting. I've been on the race review. Like, we only ever used to do race reviews. But, yeah, I'm hosting the Grid Talk race review. And, well, that was a long show. Oh, I'm so tired. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. We had a few technical difficulties with the live stream, but, you know, the show itself was good. It'll be out by now, if you care about the Portuguese Grand Prix. Listen to the F1 Grid Talk podcast. And next week, it's Imola. Right, I'm about to do some editing, so I'm gonna say that's a week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have. It's been a really good week. You know, results, anniversary, stuff like that. Now I just need to get back on the job ladder. If you did enjoy it, do all that generic YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. As always, I've been Ruby Price, and I shall see you a week ago. Adios.